Hi guys, this is Crafty Cat. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today is it doesn't matter what day it is. Today I am working on day 23 of World Watercolor Month. It is supposed to be day 26. I had 2 deaths in the family last week. Our dear Auntie Erna, who was 99 years old, and our good friend Marlene, who was just had her 80th birthday, my mom's best friend. And yeah, it's been a sad time. I know they're both in a better place right now, but it's just been sad, and I got behind. And last summer my cousin Linda died during World Watercolor Month, and the summer before that my Uncle Buck passed away. And the summer before that we lost my other uncle and my cousin. It's just been crazy, crazy, crazy. So I guess that just happens when people are getting older, and I understand that, but it still makes it hard. Anyway, the word for today is a group. And I have my Derwent Watercolor Graphitint out and a blank page with weird tape on it. So you can see the tape is cut here and cut here. And I thought I would try just to have fun and do something kind of loose and easy today. I want to do a bunch of rocks. And I want to do most of them in the frame, but I want to do 2 of them where they're coming out of the frame. So that is my idea. I'm going to be using Graphitint and possibly some black Sharpie. So yeah, that is the idea. Now I'm a messy painter, so I'm worried about having all this blank because I'm really bad for putting my hand in the paint and then putting my hand down and getting paint everywhere. But you know what? Today is all about just having fun. So the first thing I think I need to do is put these clips on, which I forgot to do. Alright, you guys, I am back. I forgot to put the clips on my paper, so they're on there now. That's really important. So we've got my Derwent. The Derwent used to come with these little, I don't know what you want to call this. I don't know what it's like waterproof paper showing the colors. But I guess people must have complained about them because they don't really show the colors perfectly. They kind of do. So they stopped giving them. I just recently bought their new watercolor. It doesn't come with this. So I had to make my own. And I do make my own anyway. So anyway, I'm just going to clip this up here where I could see it. You guys can't see it, unfortunately. And I did like having these because they told you the colors. Because their colors are kind of weird names, like russet and meadow and slate and ocean and aubergine, and juniper. So yeah, and I never remember that. I am not going to use the water brush. And what I'm going to do first is get a pencil. So I'm just going to do that. So I know I want this rock to come out like that, sort of. And I want a big rock to come out here. Just a little bit lower than the rest. And maybe I don't like that, so I'll go like this. And I might change a lot of this. Okay, guys, this is Kathy in editing, and we are doing a voiceover now. I sped this up 10 times my normal drawing and painting speed. So I just randomly drew rocks. I tried to make some of them bigger than others, and more bigger ones in the front and smaller ones in the background. And now I'm going right in with a very loose wash of my Derwent Graphitint Paint Pans, and I'm using that yellow color, and it's kind of like a gold. So I'm doing a loose wash, wet on dry, and then I'm going in with a thicker paint for the darker sections. And I'm also lifting some of the colors off. You saw me lift off with a Kleenex real quick here. And now I'm going in with another color. It's more of a reddish color. And these graphitint paints are perfect because they're sparkly like rocks. Now I do have some Daniel Smith paints that are made from rocks, but I wanted to use my graphitint today, so that's what I did. And the graphitint are perfect for rocks. Now, I'm just making these up as I go, but I have like 60 years worth of experience picking rocks almost. Well, maybe not 60, maybe 55, because I'm 61 years old. But I've been picking rocks on the shores of Lake Superior for as long as I can remember. So I'm just painting different rocks with different colors, and I'm trying to keep in mind where the light tones are and where the darker values should be. I want the light coming in kind of from the top. So yeah, and I want to keep a color palette that matches kind of for this one. So, and I'm trying to do some of the rocks where they show those striations, like those blue ones. And this yellow one that I'm painting right now has a few striations. And this was very relaxing to do and very easy to do. It looks complicated, but it's not. It's super easy. Anyone could do this. And I left some space between some rocks and no space between other rocks. So yeah, this color that I'm doing now, this kind of like a slate gray is so pretty. I really love that color. And if you use it lightly, it's like a very light gray, and darker, it's almost like a bluish blackish gray. So yeah, this was just really appealing to me to do it. You can see the sparkle in the paint as you work, and you can see the graphite as you work, especially in the yellow colors, like the lighter color, the graphite really shows through. And it gives like a speckly effect to the rocks of the grass. So it's really nice. I think these will be the perfect paints for rocks. I'll do them again using some of the other colors because I enjoyed this so much. And the painting part was super fast. What took long was going in the black spots with Sharpie. And I should have just grabbed a black ink or maybe used that dark gray ink. But that dark gray ink, when it dries, it's not as black as I wanted it. And I wanted like a really black color in between the rocks. So now with that rock in the foreground, I'm making it darker because I want it to be the same color as the other yellow rocks, but darker because it's in the foreground. And now I'm going and doing it to the other one too. Those are the two rocks that kind of pop out of the frame. And I'm just painting some smaller rocks in the spaces where I don't want to have to go with the Sharpie. Okay, guys, so I have painted my rocks just out of my imagination. I don't know how well this is going to work with having them pop out of the outline. And now I want to go in with black. I was going to use black paint, but I think I'm just going to use black Sharpie if I can find one of my black Sharpies. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I will do that. I'll speed it up and I'll see you at the end, okay? Okay, guys, so I have sped this section up 10 times faster than how fast I was normally coloring. I was just being very zen and meditative and listening to Grey's Anatomy. See here, I'm using my ruler in that one little place to outline where the tape is. But other than that, I didn't use the ruler again. I just traced over the tape. And anywhere where there's white, I'm just going through with black, and I am circling some of the stones. So anyway, you don't need to watch me paint these. So what I'll do is I will finish, I will really fast forward the rest of it and I won't talk. And I'll see you at the end, okay? Okay, guys, I am back and I am finished, and this was very relaxing to do. because after I painted in all the rocks, I basically was just coloring in the black spaces with the Sharpie. Now I could have used paint, but I wanted it really, really dark black, so I used the Sharpie. I wrote Day 23 group. We've got our group of stones. It's Derwent Graphitint Watercolor Paint plus a Sharpie. And I'm really excited to see how this is going to look without the tape. Hopefully the tape didn't, hopefully the paint did not go under the tape and wreck it. So I am super excited about how this turned out so far. So first, I'm going to move these little pieces of tape here. And that looks good. There's just one spot where the black is not connecting. So let's fix that. And I guess let's do this side next. Come on. And that worked beautifully. I'm so excited how this turned out so far. And now this side, come on. Don't rip, don't rip. Perfect, it didn't rip. And it looks like it, there's that little piece here. And last but not least, there's this line right here. Super, super happy with how this turned out. You guys, this could not have turned out better. And this Graphitint paint pan was absolutely perfect for this. So I just did this all out of my imagination. I've collected stones since I was a little girl. I'm 61 years old now. And these are like just imaginary stones. But a lot of the stones I find have these like striations on them. And I don't know if you could see. I don't know if the camera will pick up how sparkly these paints are. Like, can you see the sparkle in the gray? All the colors are sparkly, but I'm noticing it most in the gray. But let's take a look at the close-up. So I started with the tan colored rocks. There's a lot of different colors in this paint pan, but I tried to keep it just to basic colors. So I went with, let's see, russet, autumn brown, and ocean blue, graphite gray, and I did mix a little bit of the steel blue to darken these two colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I used 5 colors plus the black. And the steel blue is like a blue gray, and the graphite gray is like a lighter gray. So they work really beautifully together, I think. And I tried to do lighter on the top as if the sun was shining this way, like from the top, and darker on the bottom. And I'm so, so pleased with how this turned out. Yeah, I'm really thrilled. This is the first time I've done like a 3D thing where it's sticking out of the frame. I don't know if this rock quite works because I was just drawing it. This one kind of looks like a lemon. But you know what? That's okay because rocks are all different. And I had so much fun doing this. And I really hope that you enjoyed watching me do this too. And if you did, please, please, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe, the notification bell, leave your comments. Any of those things really helps my channel a lot. I am a struggling channel. I don't get a lot of views, but I do put a lot of time and effort into things. And I would really appreciate your help. It would really help me out a lot. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending some of your precious time with me today. Have a great day. Take care. Stay safe and happy painting. Bye, guys.